What's up, guys? All days past back in Heart of the Swarm, my 6 months to master series, and I'm almost a month in, and I am currently sitting here at the top of my Silver League rank 1. I've been here for a couple of days. I don't have much bonus pool, none at the moment, and trying my hardest to get promoted into Gold League. Right now, 57 games, 32 wins, so I'm a little over 50% win ratio, and it's improving all the time. So let's go out here. Actually, I guess look at match history real quick. These were the 3 games that I got in tonight. A couple versus AIs that we played. I think it was me and Eno. Yeah, me and Eno played those last night. So let's go back and check out some replays real quick for this episode. So we want to go back to the 26th, and let's see, I made a note around here somewhere. Left off at Vajui. I don't know if I showed you that one. I guess I did. We'll say I did. War Machine, I know I showed you that. Nick, fine. Bones, I showed you that. I think I showed you Vajui. So go into Ix, Terran versus Terran on Star Station. And I don't remember these exactly. This is back when I was still bronze. Let's bring up the units, and let's bring up that awesome name thing. Oh no, that's units is that, and then control N is the name thing. Alright, so let's speed this up. And you see, this one is a long game, so good luck. Have funds are exchanged. He's the Terran down here in the bottom right in the blue. I, of course, the Terran in the top left in the red. And I'm getting my wall. And again, I went gas before barracks in this one. I'm not sure why I did that. But I have my scout down here, scouting around. He's got a gas, starting to get his wall up. Pretty much identical builds, although I went gas first. And then barracks, complete my wall off. Get my 1 Marine, throw down my tech lab. Get my CV back in into work. 2 more racks. So I guess I've been running this one backwards in these early games. And then he's going 2 racks, naked racks so far. And then he's going into factory down here. Whereas I'm going, of course, the 3 racks build, getting out my Marauders. Who's got a Reaper? He's got a Reaper somewhere. Where is that Reaper at? Okay, he's crossing the map now. Getting out units. I'm way up on supply here as compared to him. Getting units, closing in on 7 minutes. Go for my expansion here. Just wait for the minerals. And at 400, get the expand. Start moving across the map. Let's slow it down. Take a look at the engagement. And he's got siege tanks coming out. And I think this one is so long because I could not figure out how to deal with a Terran that is so sieged. So I get a supply depot. He's getting out his medevacs. I have a few units here, just kind of keeping him contained, but it's not contained in his own base. He can get to his expansion, so I try to harass that a bit. I can't move up too far because of the siege tank right here. But I am preventing the expansion for now while getting my own up and running. This SCV is not doing his job. And continuing to crank out units out of this on 1 base. I do have my +1 getting started, transitioning into factory and medevacs. So it's going to be a Marine tank with medevacs. At least that's the plan. I finally get over here and clean up that Reaper. And down here, again, the siege tanks are just tearing my units up. And I'm trying to figure out, what I can do. Now, I know after playing this game that I can drop onto the tanks, provided there's no serious anti-air going around. So he's getting another starport, and I'm not exactly sure what he's going to do out of 2 starports. I'm guessing that is a lot of Banshees. He is getting a lot of Banshees for some anti-ground or air-to-ground going on. So my expansion's working. I finally get it converted over to an orbital so I can get some scans in. I've got my factory cranking out some Widow Mines. Got my medevacs coming out. Another SCV that isn't working. I'm getting getting better at that. I got some units I think transferred, some SCVs transferred down here. I should have enough gas to be supporting this. Right now I'm actually floating a little more gas than I need. And I don't know what exactly I was planning on doing here. I have a drop loaded up. I think I go to fly around the back and I either run into the Banshees or what happens here. Fly around the back and I try to make it all the way to the mineral line. I drop and I can't take out all the Banshees. So my drop gets cleaned up. I fly my medevac away and I can't pressure the front with all these Banshees and what have you. So my entire army gets cleaned up down here. I have more army streaming across, but yank them back home and try to contemplate what exactly I'm going to do against this Banshee siege tank marine army that I'm put up against here. Right now I've dropped in supply. He's got quite a bit of a lead. What is the command for army? Army supplies, Control A. And you can see here he's ahead in army supply, 59 to 40, 62 to 40. I'm up on workers, so I should be able to catch up if I can figure out what to do. And he's transferring his SCVs down to get into his expansion. And that's a lot of SCVs transferred, but I'm guessing he's pretty much mined out. Yes, he is. As am I back here. I do have a turret here for the Banshees. I have one here. And my second is going along pretty well, trying to not stay supply blocked too much. And the army size is now a little more, what is it? What was it? Control C? No, that's APM. Control A, army supply. You can see we're getting a little closer in supply here. So I'm massing my army up back home. I have siege tanks, I have medevacs, I have marines. My marines are 1-1, and I have the double E-bays and an armory, so I don't know why I'm not researching 2-2 yet. I guess just because I'm just building army, trying to get some Vikings for some anti-air. And I'm going to make my push across the map here at 139 supply. Queue up at the Zelnaga Tower. And again, I'm trying to make sure that I have my air units on 2 so I can pull them back so they don't just fly in the front and get destroyed. So I post up at the Zelnaga, continuing to make units, keeping this money low, but I'm floating a lot of gas. So I should be getting my third, which I am here. And I really don't need to be getting any more gas. I should be dropping more barracks behind this to be able to reinforce. I have 3 here. Okay, so there's some. I should probably get another factory, another starport, and spend some of this gas, especially with the fact that I'm getting a third. So the engagement begins. I have my siege tanks on the low ground with vision from the medevac so I can see the high ground. Moving forward a little bit to continue assaulting. Where's all his Banshees at? I know he's got them somewhere. Again, move forward a bit. Move in to take the expansion out. Pull back. And it's like a little bit of a chess game here where I'm going to pull forward, move back. I've got a drop loaded up to try and drop on the tanks. I actually end up not dropping on them. I drop next to them. This one drops on the tanks right here. And I'm able to clean up those siege tanks. He GG's once he sees the siege tanks go away. And I move into the base and just start killing stuff, and he leaves the game. He left the game. Why did I stay in the game for another 13 minutes? I think I was trying to see if I got XP for killing everything. But so that's the first replay of the night against IKS, which was there. So then we'll go into another TBT versus Ogrillion. And he's unranked, it looks like, on this, on whatever that map name was, Colontis Meyer or something. And I spawned in the top left in the blue over here. I still don't know how to do that cool zoomy thing that they do on the tournaments. Good luck, have fun extended. Speed it up a bit, and he's in the top right in the red. And he does the same thing that I do with the SCV. You queue it up, queue it to where you want it to build something dance it around, get the money for the bunker, get the bunker down, and then send out my scout. And on this map, it seems like it's always these top 2 spawns, because there's this bridge right here that connects the 2. Don't really care for that sharp choke point there, because it could lead to a big stalemate between the 2 bases. So I get my barracks up, I got my 1 marine out, get my tech lab, typical 3 racks build, 2 racks come down. And over here on his side, he's gone racks into factory with the reactor. He puts his factory immediately on there and starts cranking out widow mines. And then drops a tech lab on his barracks. And he's going to expand behind this into a starport. So he's basically going 1-1-1, whereas I'm going with the 3 racks build. And right now our supply is pretty much even. I have a little bit more of an army. Workers are even. He's got a couple of widow mines out. And he is going to stage those right outside of his base, which is effective. That's a good spread right there for an incoming army that's bunched up. He's going to take a lot of damage off of that, and he's continuing to extend his widow mines. My push comes, and I didn't scan this. I didn't know they were here. I just happened to stop in time. And you can see the amount of damage those do. So I get a scan. I manage to kill those widow mines. He burrows a few more. And my initial push is pretty much thwarted by those widow mines. So I pull back, start getting my factory into my starport, throw another barracks or 2 down. Yeah, 2 more barracks. I hear an engagement happening here somewhere. So let me pause. Let me back up. Let's start it up again. And what happened is he's got some Banshee harass going on back here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that from 10:30. And you can see his Banshees here flying in from the side to harass my mineral line. So it stops on an unfinished barracks first and gives me a chance to pull my SCVs. I pull them off, bring some army up. Unfortunately, it's Marauders, but that did scare him off enough. He cloaks. And I have to burn a couple of scans chasing these things down. I haven't expanded this way. I expanded over here. And it's just getting started. So that's not too bad. He pulls his Banshees all the way back home. My starport's down. My factory's still naked. I need to get a tech lab on that to start getting my siege tanks. There's the tech lab coming down finally. And let's take a look at the armies. 12 Marines, 4 Marauders. He's got a bigger army than I do right now. He's already got medevacs out, whereas I'm behind on that. Getting my second eBay. Getting my 1-1 up. He flies his drop in over here. And I just left the game. Basically, you know, as you can see, he killed my entire army. There wasn't anything I could do to get back into this with him having this many units in the base. So what I'll do is I'll slow this down and we'll back it up just a little bit. And let you see the drop come in. So here comes the drop, flying across the map, 3 medevacs. He's got some widow mines in there. He comes in, he drops in this back corner of the map, which is, you know, I don't have any vision back here, so I don't see it coming. He gets his widow mines burrowed nice and quick, takes out my factory. My army does run back, but again, clumped up units versus widow mines. Is bad news bears, so I probably should have scanned here, knowing that the widow mine drop is a staple in the Terran playbook, and I should have GG'd out of there. I mean, he played well enough, he held me off and whatnot in my first push, and I had to transition out of it, and unfortunately, I didn't handle the drop very well. So let's quit that replay. And I don't know. I think if I go to my match history, I can look at the guy's profile, but I can't do it in here. So that's about a 15-minute episode. So we're gonna call it there. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying watching me as I struggle with the game and try to improve and get better, so I can make it all the way to Masters before November. It's gonna be a long road and a steep climb. Especially with the fact that I'm a month in, I'm just in silver, winning, but I'm just in silver, and you know, you'll see some of those games shortly. So, all right, until next time, guys, I'll catch you all later.